Hello twin flames, welcome to my channel. Whether you're new or you're coming back, I hope you guys are doing great. And as for me, I'm still figuring things out with my camera, so today I decided to come back to using my phone for a while. I'm gonna do a little bit more experimentation with the camera and maybe I'll come back to it, but for now we'll stick with this view and this camera. I think it works better with the quality of the video, and yeah, hopefully it's better for you this way. Alright, so today we're gonna do a quick check-in for feminines and masculines. I do want to do a deeper dive for the masculines, but I'm still considering what would be the spread, because I'm being guided to do a different spread than what I usually do between like 5D, 4D, 3D. So it's still in the process of being born, but I think either Thursday or Friday I'll be able to share that with you, to do that reading for you. Today I'd like to start with some word of guidance from the angels, the angel therapy deck. So we'll get a card for each of the twins and then we'll move on with our classic read. Let's see what's going on with those twins, and first of all with divine feminines watching. Thank you for being with me, and thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. What do we have for divine feminines today? Heal away addictions. It's time to let go of behaviors that are blocking you from your heart's desire. Ask Archangel Raphael to help you with this healing. Yeah, we're still in the full moon in Virgo energy, which is about healing, you know, in the physical, right? And addictions do constitute that. They are, of course, connected to emotional well-being and emotional health, right? Mental health. But we can say that pretty much about any physical ailment. So yeah, I'm just gonna stay at Archangel Raphael. And addictions, think about it. And addictions don't necessarily have to be substances or drinking or shopping, right? It can be addiction to like being around people and getting attention, or gaming could be an addiction, right? And I don't just mean gambling, but like video gaming, or scrolling through your phone for hours through some random feed like posts, right? Like all of those could be addictions. If you can be without your phone for a long time, and as soon as you get it, you start checking all the different applications, that could be an addiction, right? Like that need to know kind of stuff. So something to think about and to see what comes up for you when you think about this idea. What is it that's available for healing right now? For masculines, we have shield yourself. Protect yourself from harsh or fear-based energies by envisioning a cocoon of healing light surrounding you. Did you get the theme for both cards? It's healing. And yeah, I'm not gonna repeat the whole full moon in Virgo stuff, but you get it. I know you get it. Yeah, so healing could actually happen through protection, right? Especially if you are in a toxic situation, in something that's being repeated, a repeated pattern. So it's very hard to detach, especially if it's a more severe situation, and also it takes time. So the first step could be, in those situations, could actually be to protect yourself, to build boundaries so that it doesn't get worse, right? Like it's like the first, it's like when you get, it's like you quarantine yourself, if you wish, you know? And that's when you can start treatment, when at least you have that space and you're not being reintroduced to that illness, to that toxicity, to whatever it is, again and again, right? Then there is a chance for getting out of it. Okay, let's get into tarot. Oh. I love this deck so much. I was looking at possibly getting another deck, and then I was like, nope, my decks are better than these ones that I'm seeing. 5 of Wands, bottom of the deck. Yeah, so other people are showing us through different karmic situations. What is it that we need to heal or to remove from our life? Like, how do we need to up our standards? How do we need to show more love to ourselves and other people? But not allowing people in low vibration, which is what that Five of Wands is, to mess it up. Yep, we want to get to Ten of Cups for sure, right? Like, that's the mindset. What brings me to Ten of Cups, right? What does a Ten of Cups even look like for me, right? Is it necessarily having a family, or, I don't know, having a lot of money? Maybe it's something completely different. Maybe it's me living on an island, you know, like spending a couple of hours a day in my hammock thinking about life. Who knows? I'm exaggerating, but you know what I mean. Like, why not? Okay, for feminines, we have Four of Pentacles clarified by Three of Cups. Yeah, so feminines are definitely in a space when they are appreciating what they have. That's what I'm getting here. And that could mean people, just generally energy, could be resources you have, could be a job, of course, could be friends and family. Well, that's people, right? Even being belonging to a certain group, culturally, ethnically, historically, right? It's like, yeah, I'm counting my blessings, and it's important to acknowledge these things and to be able to celebrate it, to be proud of it, not just take it for granted, but be able to celebrate those treasures, those that make us us, make us who we are, is a better phrase, of course. It's interesting, for masculines we have Eight of Pentacles clarified by the Sun. So we just had Four, which was like the very bare foundation. Eight is like a much bigger building now, and pretty much completing it. So yeah, masculines are finishing working on something, I'm getting. Something that's bringing healing to them. Something that gives them extra potential in their personal growth. Maybe it opens them up to new audience. Maybe it gets them to travel back home, I'm hearing, for some, or just travel to distant lands. And for others, it's like a sense of accomplishment, almost like figuring out the self-worth issues. Like, am I really defined as this project? Like, is that really all I'm worth? Seeing it through that lens. I'm so sorry, guys. Yeah, that's technical difficulties. Seeing it through that lens, and finally, like, making full circle. Like, yeah, I mean, I've been doing this following the blueprint, but maybe that's not even the right blueprint to begin with. Very interesting. Healing through understanding. Additional question. The High Priestess clarified by the Lovers. Wow. So many major arcana and strong energies right now. It's all those transits and astrological changes, that astronomical really, that bring about all these shifts really. It's new energy. It's starting from fresh slate. And in this case, the additional question is, how do I recognize true love? Wow, it's strong. How do I know? Right? Because High Priestess doesn't, like, in this case, they have a book, but look, she's not even turning her head towards the book. She's like, pass her hand on the book, right? High Priestess doesn't need to inquire, doesn't need to study for a long time. They just know that knowledge is within them. So for feminines, we see Queen of Wands clarified by Five of Wands. So another Five of Wands. So this is for feminines, the recognition of true love is through being able to transmute noise into wisdom, I'm hearing. Like, this is someone that is in that boat with you, where you can see that the person is learning from their mistakes and from maybe even mistakes that other people around them make, right? Like it's not treated as, okay, there's a battle going on and I'm just gonna grab my stick and join in that foolishness and that waste of time and energy, right? No, like this queen is sitting, and this is feminine energy, is sitting in her throne with her wand. And it's like, okay, those people can fight if they want. I'm gonna do the right thing, like the wise thing. You know, I'm gonna look at it from a different angle as a queen, right? Which means like I have responsibility for my people, and I have responsibility of how I present myself to them, right? Because it depends, it's gonna make a big difference for them. So very different vibration. So true love is someone who shares this approach and focuses on the lessons and can see lessons even from noise. For masculines, we have Page of Wands clarified by 9 of Swords. For masculines, it's recognition that this person is not, they shouldn't be idolized. There we go. Like they're not perfect people, right? And thus it shouldn't be that the masculine is not good enough, right? Because we all have our flaws and we all have our strengths, right? It's more about finding out, like, how do we match, what makes us tick, like why are we so drawn towards each other. That's more important, and for both people to want to see that focus rather than the focus of, is this gonna work out, am I the right person for them, and so on and so forth. Message from feminines to masculines. 6 of Swords clarified by 3 of Wands. Very interesting. So feminines are saying that they are finding a new harbor for themselves, right? It's based on what they've been dreaming about, talking about, thinking about. It's something new, which is a little scary, but it's supposed to bring the new level of stability to them. And even though it's for a lot of feminines as a solo project, they know that in turn, in time, it will be beneficial. And you see, like in this both, we already see masculine and feminine. Then they're gonna share they're gonna be in the cockpit together, kind of like co-piloting this, whatever this is. Message from masculine to feminine. 8 of Cups clarified by 4 of Cups. Also very interesting. We had 4 and 8 of Pentacles, and now we have 4 and 8 of Cups. So yeah, I'm getting here that masculines are trying to step away from having too much expectation and losing that interest quickly if those expectations are not being matched pretty quickly. So the timing is everything, and it's like, okay, it's taking too long, I'm bored now, okay, I'm gonna get off and do something else, right? Like they're revisiting this, divine feminines, of how they would give up on things pretty easily, pretty quickly. So they don't want to do it anymore with anything important in their life. So they're looking closer at some of them asking for the help of a professional. They are understanding, they are trying to understand what that blockage is, what that insecurity is, because essentially that's also fear, it's also insecurity. It's, yeah, it may take a few laps through like anxiety and not feeling good enough, but essentially it's, so it can go through several circles, but yeah, in the end it will explain why. Why is it so changing, right? Because once the person stops focusing on one thing and they're like, okay, this is boring, this is enough, I need something else, then they don't just like leave it and do nothing. It's not like a vacuum. no, they leave it and they jump on something else that's shinier, right? And it goes on like that, round and round. Okay, I hope this was good for you guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. I love you all, and I'll be back with more readings very, very soon. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. It's very important for me to continue doing these readings for you.